Hi, welcome to video lecture series on CS22076 server-side programming. Today we are going to learn some introduction to JSP, Java Server Pages. The primary motivation for the creation of Java Server Pages was to address the limitation of Java servlets for generating dynamic web content, particularly the messy integration of HTML and Java code and the inefficient development cycle. JSP was created to provide a technology that simplified web development by allowing developers to embed Java code directly into HTML pages using special tags. There are some key motivations for JSP creation. First one is separation of concerns. In servlets, developers had to generate HTML markup within Java code using println statements, which made the code verbose and difficult to read and challenging to maintain. JSP allows web designers to focus on the presentation layer while Java developers focus on the business logic, which can be encapsulated in Java beans or separate utility classes. This promotes the use of the model view controller design pattern, where the JSP serves as the view. Then JSP provides faster development cycle. When changes were made to a servlet's HTML output, the entire servlet had to be recompiled and redeployed. In contrast, a web container automatically handles the changes to a JSP page by recompiling it only when the file is modified, which significantly accelerates the development and testing process. Then JSP is very easy to use for the web designers. JSP pages looks very similar to standard HTML pages, making it much easier for web designers who may not have expertise in Java programming to work with the page structure and design. Then JSP provides reduced code length. JSP provides built-in features like implicit object, action tags, and expression language, which reduce the amount of manual code required compared to servlets. JSP is a platform independence and scalability language. Building upon the Java platform, JSP offers platform independence and provides an efficient, scalable solution for enterprise-level dynamic web applications. A significant improvement over early technologies like CGI script. By translating a JSP page into a servlet at runtime, the technology combines the use of writing template-based code with the performance benefits of compiled servlets. Let's take a moment to understand what JSP is. JSP stands for Java Server Pages. It is a server-side scripting technology developed by Sun Microsystems. The main purpose of JSP is to help us create dynamic and interactive web content. Web pages that can change based on user actions and data from the server or information coming from a database. What makes JSP special is the way it allows us to mix Java code directly within static HTML. This is done using XML-like JSP tags and small pieces of Java code known as scriptlets. Instead of writing long and complicated servlets for every page, JSP gives us a more natural and readable way to build web pages. With JSP, you can start by writing your regular HTML page and then add Java code only when you need dynamic content like showing a username or displaying product details or generating a list from the server. This makes the page easy to design and easy to update and easy to understand. Overall, JSP provides a smooth integration between the look of a web page and the power of server-side Java. It helps developers build interactive websites more quickly and more efficiently while keeping the code clean and manageable. JSP is an extension to the Servlet API. The Servlet API is the foundation for handling web requests and responses in Java. But sometimes working directly with the servlets can feel a bit of low-level work and requires a lot of repeated code. That is why JSP was introduced. JSP provides an abstraction above the basic servlet level. Instead of manually writing everything inside a servlet, JSP gives developers a cleaner and easier way to build web applications. JSP sits on the top of the Servlet API but still uses all the same core features and services that servlets offer. Another major benefit is that this extension works smoothly with regular Java classes and Java beans. This allows you to reuse your existing code such as business logic or data handling components without rewriting them. Java beans especially fit perfectly here because they help keep your data and logic organized. So, JSP acts like a helpful layer that makes web development in Java easier and cleaner and more structured. It keeps all the power of servlets but adds flexibility and simplicity, which makes building dynamic web applications much faster and more efficient. Now, let's talk about the advantages of using JSP. One of the biggest benefit is that JSP programming is easy. If you already know HTML and have a basic understanding of Java, you can start working with JSP without much difficulty. It feels very natural because you write your normal HTML and then add Java code only when you need dynamic content. Another advantage is that JSP pages do not need to be explicitly compiled by the developer. When you deploy a JSP file, the server automatically converts it into a servlet and compiles it for you. This means faster development, fewer steps, and less time spent on manual setup. JSP is also extremely flexible when it comes to deployment. You can run JSP on almost any platform as long as you have an Apache web server and a Tomcat container. This makes it highly portable and convenient for developers working across different operating systems. And finally, JSP makes it easy to separate dynamic content from static content. Your HTML handles the presentation, the look and layout of the page, while Java code handles the logic that generates dynamic data. This separation keeps your code clean and organized and easier to maintain, especially when working in teams with both designers and programmers. So, overall, JSP is simple to learn and easy to deploy and powerful for building dynamic web pages, making it a strong choice for Java-based web development. Let us summarize what we have learned in this video lecture. We have seen what is JSP and the need for JSP instead of Java servlets, and then we have seen the advantages of JSP. Thank you.